Going on vacation is an exciting time, especially for those exploring a new city. But after trying to see and do everything, you end up exhausted when the vacation is over. Well, right now we have 3 valuable tips that can help you when you return from your vacation to feel rested and refreshed. Travel guru Joyce Gioia joins us now this morning with more on what we can do. Now, I'm telling you, if you can give us some advice, Joyce, on how to come back from a vacation not exhausted, you've got our ear.
Oprah gets to take daily bubble baths. And Jennifer Aniston gets to take daily yoga classes. But for us normal people, when we go on vacation, we really need to recharge and regenerate. When we go on vacation, we want to see and do everything. But if we run all day and we run all night, we need a vacation from our vacation before we know it.
Okay, so you have 3 tips.
Yes, I'm really happy to be here today to share with the WWL viewers 3 tips on returning from vacation feeling well rested. The first tip to come home feeling well rested is to create a loose schedule. Don't be locked in. Give yourself some slack. You may wake up in the morning and not feel like doing what you had planned to do that day. So make sure that your schedule is loose.
Yeah, sometimes you overschedule your vacation to the point where I have to be at a certain place at a certain time. It's so regimented that you don't have time to rest on your vacation.
The second tip to come home feeling well rested is to make sure that you plan some downtime in your vacation. When I go on vacation, I schedule 1 vacation day per week just to do nothing, to read, to watch TV, whatever I feel like doing at that moment, just to rest and recharge.
And that's really good if you're in a new city, an exciting new city. It gives you that freedom to explore as a local might explore it.
Yes, and when you do that, you're feeling well rested so that you really get to absorb everything in the city. The third tip to come home feeling well rested has to do with kids. You know, we really need to honor their nap times. Is there anything worse than an overstimulated child who won't go to sleep and is just crying hysterically? I don't think so. So those are my 3 tips for coming home feeling like you really had a vacation.
And then also scheduling your flight so that you're not having to get to the airport at the crack of dawn.
When you're scheduling yourself out of your home city, be sure to allow yourself time not to have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning or 4 o'clock in the morning or even 5 o'clock in the morning, because you're setting yourself up for feeling exhausted even before you get on the airplane, right? So
what's the optimal time to schedule?
Around noon is a great time to schedule yourself out of a market. Now, some people, because the earlier flights typically cost less, feel like, well, it's no problem, I can rest when I get to the destination. The problem is when you get to your destination, you feel like you want to start running already. So it's a setup for failure in terms of feeling well rested. And when you're returning, you need to be cognizant of this very same thing. Otherwise, you're really going to come home feeling just exhausted, and it'll take you sometimes days to recover, especially if you went into different time zones.
And Joyce Gioia, it's nice to have you here, and you're back here in your hometown.
Yes, yes. I grew up here in New Orleans, right over in Orleans Parish on Vendome Place.
Well, it's nice to have you home, and thank you so much for these great tips.
Thank you. Take my advice, and you'll come home feeling well rested.
I'm going to do that.